Welcome back to another episode of Talk 21. So we were just talking about off air about builders and what's happening in today's.
Oh, hold on. Who am I?
Oh, I wasn't gonna get there. I was gonna get there. I was gonna stop and I was gonna say, oh, by the way, I'm Sam Genoa, Talk 21.
Who are you here with?
So Sam Genoa, real estate, and my co-host.
I'm Dave Vitti.
So what are we talking about?
We were just talking about like builders and what the future holds.
Yeah, new versus
New construction.
new constructions and
Now,
where we
technically, this society runs on construction,
yes,
especially in new homes.
yes.
Do you think that they're waiting on the government?
I mean, when it comes to the government and builders, we're not even going to get into the last little bit with the green space and all that stuff. But nonetheless, I just feel like builders that have been around and have a good handle on this and they've been doing it for a while, I think they're just putting the brakes. They're not doing anything right now. Nothing's really selling. It's been slow all around. So I just think that they're going to just hold tight. They're going to hold tight for the market to come back. And what's being built now is what's been sold, and then that's mostly on the high-rise segment, right?
Yeah, and then I feel for the builders, the margins are just getting thinner and thinner, right? Like it costs more to develop, the fees are more. So for them to release sites now and
And to deal with trades.
and just the market's down for them, they're just saying, you know what, we're just gonna wait and hope things bounce back quicker than they anticipate. Because right now, like you said, the only things that are being built or sold are past projects, and the projects that they are releasing,
They're stagnant.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
What's being built is what's been sold. So, and that's been a couple of years in them.
in the making.
Yeah.
So
And
for a new builder today, like you were saying, for investment purposes, people aren't feeling confident to go in and buy even a new release site at these prices because we don't know where things are going to go. And
well, what's gone on since like I've got clients that purchased in 17 and just closed this year on projects. And I'm not saying where exactly, but COVID definitely did a number on all this. Like they've basically
Do you
pushed
think
things
it
up.
was COVID that pumped the brakes for 2 years?
I'm not saying that they were the only delay, but it was a big delay. Like it was a big delay in getting things done, and so I've noticed like a lot of these builders that should have taken like 2 years to build a home or 1.5 years, they were pushed out 3 years, 4 years. Like the trades were just
it was just hard to get
come by.
people to come, right? Because
Hard to come by.
everything was booming in
Everything was-
in a pandemic.
Yeah,
So
it
now
means,
everyone is saying that abroad, the red tape is not difficult.
Yeah.
It's quite streamlined. Why do you think over here it is such a tedious, long process?
I don't know. I'm not speaking on behalf of our building department and bylaws and so on and so forth. I do know what it takes to get a permit to put a pool in and a cabana in my backyard. It's painstaking. I mean,
How so?
well, it's like there's so many layers, and it seems like departments in the cities don't really communicate that well. And anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but
Why
it
not
took.
get into it, man?
It's just the way it is. Like I said,
So that right there, Sam. Do you agree with it is just the way it is?
no.
I mean, you would think that things would be more organized, being you're dealing with the government and everybody should be on the same page. Usually everything's done with emails. I mean, it's like
It's
how
just,
hard can it
it's just,
be?
I think you're right. It's a Canadiana thing. Yeah, we're just complacent, I guess. I could start yelling and screaming, but I don't think it was going to get me anywhere. No. I mean, it's taking like forever
Yeah.
to get all these inspections done, to get every department to sign off on parts of it, and so on and so forth. It's been since March that I've started this process. We're now in mid-October. I still don't have it finalized, and between trades and between the city getting me what I need and approvals done quick, it's taken forever. And I'm assuming with the builders it's the same thing. And but I mean, I'm sure if you've been doing it longer, you might be quicker than I am, obviously.
Well, so a lot of the builders they say it's almost like a standoff, like an old western, like their hand on their guns, ready to go. The problem is that the manufacturer of those bullets is taking forever to bring them the bullets. How can new investors come here and invest to a market that's at a standstill?
Well, I think that you might be touching on the fact that yeah, you need these bullets, but at the end of the day, I think these builders just realize the buyer pool is not there. So I mean, even if they get the approvals, I just don't think they're going to sell it because it's just too slow. It's just
Do
too
you
soft.
agree with that, Sam? That's kind of,
Yeah.
I disagree with it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I wouldn't say the market is not dead. Like there's transactions happening every week, so it's not dead. People are still buying, and people, and they will always buy and they will always sell, regardless of the market.
The sites are not being launched because people are just not buying them. Like new sites are out. They're selling some homes and some volume, but not like it used to sell, and that's why they're not going to launch new product. It's just not moving as quickly. We're down. We're down. Like just sales are down.
I just
So,
feel until there's a stability, they aren't going to release the new sites, and
Yeah.
whatever they
What is
have.
this so-called stability? What do you think a stability scenario would be?
I mean, a stable market is, three. I would say, like, when they have their meetings, what are they called for the mortgage rates?
yeah, you're talking about, yeah.
I would say like when they have meetings, three in a row, which usually is about 6 9 month term. If they're not moving, if they're not raising, and they're staying steady, possibly. I mean, if they stay steady, I would say it's stable. Like you know what you're gonna get. People are gonna have that comfort and know what they're getting themselves into. And if it starts to come down, then obviously you're gonna have the positive effect of that. Now,
Yeah.
if it happens next year, they say it may next year,
But
nobody knows.
rates are a big factor.
Rates are everything.
We're just upside down right now. So I just don't see things selling that quickly.
Now,
So what is that, Dave?
welcome to the city of Toronto.
So we're in the city of Toronto. Would you say Toronto is probably the worst right now in order to build anything?
No, I think it's just all around. Everything's just deflated. Like it could be north of the city in the core infill housing or brand new big developments like with multiple homes in a big subdivision. I just think the consumer confidence is down. Rates are up too high. There's just no comfort level in making these moves. And if the builders have the land to develop, but they don't have to do it now at these prices, they'll wait.
So now this
So
is
now
about-
does that generate more anxiousness to buy a resale, and rental prices have gone through the roof because of that? Possibly, but at the end of the day, I just don't see new sites booming right now. They're kind of like on hold.
Well, this is temporary. This is not going to be the forever, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, just like back in 89, 90, when everything crashed, everything came back, right?
Yeah.
So how long it lasts, I mean, I think we've seen the worst of it with rate wise.
Yeah.
Now, are people able to sustain and see where it goes from there? That's the question. We don't really know, but I mean, it's gonna come back, and when it comes back, it's gonna come back hard.
And we're in Toronto. We're in Canada. It's a great country. I mean, you could go elsewhere if you want, but it's like, I mean, your family's here. Where are you going to relocate if Toronto means family, means home? And I think it's bigger than that. Like I said, it's hard to get things going with regards to, like I told you, getting permits and this and that, red tape, so on and so forth. And it takes time and you need money. But I think that maybe trades in the near future, when things slow down because the developments are slowing down and construction might slow down, which is not a good sign. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier to get tasks done with whether it's a renovation or you want to build a brand new
I
home.
feel it's already better now.
Because I like
What it was.
I've been trying to get trades to come to my place, and you're kind of at their mercy. Like, I mean, you're paying a lot of money for their services. Good people are very, very busy,
Now,
and
is it because the good ones are that busy?
the good ones and the bad ones are that busy right now because the
Everybody's
market,
busy.
because there was such a demand to get things going because we had such a burst. Like we were selling houses in good areas which we thought were top dollar. You see big bins out front and they're just gutting houses, and like builders were building like crazy because we had to like blow up in the economy.
yeah.
And now I feel like all these trades, whether like I can't believe how many pool guys there are right now. How many guys are installing pools? It's become a phenomenon. So what I'm saying is, I think there's going to be a correction. We've seen the correction with the housing market, and now these trades are still working very hard, doing what they've already sold, and the condos are still being built. So they're going to be busy for a while. But I think the effects of the slowdown is going to directly affect these trades.
Do you think we're gonna
I'm
get
not
see
gonna
a
say-
correction in like their price points?
I don't even know if it's price points, but at least they'll come. Even if the prices didn't
Yeah,
change, at
well, they're
least
not
they'll
gonna
come.
be that busy, yeah.
They're gonna come. They're gonna be committed to the job. I feel like they're all bouncing around, taking deposits, and going to do a bunch of jobs. And the good guys, they're doing really good work, and it's not like the quality's failed, but it's very expensive and it's hard to get them there. Like I feel like I'm paying a lot of money for people to come.
They're really
And,
gouging.
and it's like
They're doing you a
they're
favor.
doing me a favor, but
Yeah.
I'm paying you a lot of money.
I know.
So
That's-
So now, and then I do want to touch on one more thing before we leave. The builders, do you think that they're the ones who are going to control the market once the interest rates go down?
well, we have a balance. There's resale and there's new homes.
I think resale is really where
We have-
where it starts to dictate where the builders are going to start pricing their stuff at,
Yeah,
right?
like market value today, like when we're selling properties today, that kind of tells you where the prices are. So if like a single detached home in here in the Junction is like $3 million, if an infill guy is going to build a house on a lot, he can't be asking $6 million. He's going to basically look at the sales in the area and see. And like again, when you look at big builders developing in more rural properties like in Caledon, Innisfil, or Bradford, they're going to look at resales. They're going to say, okay, a detached home in Bradford is like $1.2 million. So how can we sell something at $3 million? You know what I mean?
No,
So
of
they're
course.
going to have to kind of look at we're going to be the ones that are going to put the numbers on the map. Like when we resale and bring things to market, you can ask for more, knowing that it's going to close in a month, in a year or two, and you foresee a little bit of an increase in value because it's brand new. But people are not going to pay like double what a resale property is going to sell, even though it's brand new.
yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I think that's pretty bang on. You can find me at Sam Gentleman Real Estate on Instagram, and my partner.
I'm David Vitti, and you can find us on all platforms, not just Insta, right?
That's right.
We're on
Spotify, YouTube,
YouTube, and
possibly TikTok.
So what do you mean? Do you want it? You want TikTok?
Let's do TikTok. Let's see.
we'll see.
See you on the next one.
Thanks.